Well, welcome to Dhaka, Bangladesh for the 2021 Asian Archery Championships. Yes, we are in the heat, the humidity and the haze of Bangladesh for what should be a thrilling session of archery coming up in individual recurve action. Yes, Glenn Lama's my name. Thank you for joining us. And joining us on the commentary is former world number one Nikki Hunt as well. Hello, Nikki. And this is going to be an interesting session too, isn't it? We have 4 Koreans going for the medals in the women's individual. And you guessed it, 4 Koreans going for the men's individual title. It's a stunning achievement by the one country.
It really is. It shows their dominance again as a nation. So, we've got some interesting ones in here. Some of these Koreans, this is international senior debut. So let's see what they can do on this stage.
Well, the weather is pretty good for archery. The temperature hovering around that 30 degrees Celsius mark. That's around the high 80s Fahrenheit. Very little wind to speak of, as we just saw on those windsocks. So conditions have been or will be very good for this session here in these championships. So the schedule for this session, we're going to have the 2 women's semi-finals, followed by the bronze and then the gold, and then we'll do it all again with the men. And we have the 4 Koreans going all the way through to the semi-finals. They dominated the qualifying as well. Wu Sukiya was the leading qualifier, score of 687 in the 72 arrows. That broke the old championship record by 3 points. Her compatriot Choi Min-seon setting that back in 2017. And Roy will take some beating, having already won 2 gold medals in teams events here at these games. So here come the 2 archers for the first semi-final. Ryu Sung-jung being one of them, and the other Jung Dasomi. Dasomi is a very good archer as well. She did not compete in the teams events, but still finished in 4th place.
The first
and is a fine archer in her own right.
We have in target number 1, Wu Sukiya from Korea. In target number 2, Jong Tamoshi from Korea.
So, Jung Dasomi.
The line judge for this match is Shimul Akhtar. So it's time for Recurve Women individual semi-final.
So Ri Seung-jung getting through to the semi-finals in comfortable fashion in her 1-8 elimination round, beating a Kazakh archer, and then was not taken to the brink of defeat, but was tested 6 set points to 4 against Bari of India in the quarterfinal. Jung was comfortable in her 1-8 elimination against an Uzbekistan archer and took out Dia Siddiqui of Bangladesh 7 set points to 1 in her quarterfinal. So here we go. It is the first semi-final with Ryu to go first.
10.
And she has been in sensational form in the team's gold medal matches. She shot 6 arrows in the teams and 5 10s.
10.
And in the mixed teams, 6 arrows for 6 10s. So she's only missed once.
9, maybe 10.
And she's starting off brilliantly again.
Ten.
Bit of a longer hold, but straight into that 10.
10.
Wow, 3 10s for Rio. She has just off to the races again. Now can Jung match her with her last arrow of the first set?
9.
Well, just drops away to the right. So it's going to be Ryu Sukiya to take the first set. It looks like by a point. We'll just get ratification on one of those arrows, but a fine start to her again.
Su Jung and Jung
It's a close one to call. The judge has got the magnifying glass out to have a little look at it.
Forensically examining that arrow. Well, if it's got the line, it's only just got it. So it's either going to be a win for you or it's going to be a squared set, a shared set. So let's have a look and see which way.
After first set of the match,
credit card's going to fall. It is shared, 29 apiece. So there we are. Interesting. So there we are. Let's tell you a little bit about Jung. She is an experienced archer as well. She's 30 years of age, a former world #1, currently ranked 217. So she's down the rankings somewhat. She's competed at 1 World Championships, arguably had the most success on the World Cup, winning 5 individual gold medals, and at the Asian Games as well, where she's a 2-time representative and an individual gold medal winner back in Incheon 2014.
8.
Wow. That's the first time Rio has found a score outside the gold zone. A big chance here for Jung.
8.
Just only, I think, going to the other side of the target. So
9.
conditions here have been really good so far. I don't think the wind is playing any role in this at all. Conditions are good, light's good.
Ten.
So Rio with her last arrow.
10.
And a nice one to finish there. However, Dasomi can win the set with a 10.
10.
And she's done brilliantly. What a great arrow that one was there. The eyes lit up as soon as the arrow left the bow, didn't they? And there is the win for Dasomi, the 4th seed. And she will lead 3 sets to 1. Remember, it's a best of 5 set encounter. It takes some doing to put one in there when you really need to, Nikki, and she'll get some confidence from that.
Absolutely, it's a great set. You can see the archers just checking over their arrows when they come back as well. So she was just checking the points there, because I think these targets they're shooting at might have a little bit of foam or something stuck on the end of the points. And as you watch the archers, you can see them draw the arrow under what we call a clicker, a draw length indicator. If you can feel anything on the end of that arrow, that's really important. So make sure they're nice and clean, nothing on them.
Well, interesting situation now with Jung leading by 3 set points to 1. Winner through to the final, the gold medal match. The loser to the bronze medal match. Let's see if Rio can put behind her that
10.
wobbly, I was going to say wobbly set, 27 out of 30. It's not too bad, but not good enough to win at that time. But she's bounced back beautifully there with a 10.
Ten.
Shooting quite quickly. Back into her normal groove. Just watch the alignment of this archer. So she comes through, that back elbow goes around after anchoring. Good alignment.
10. 9, maybe 10.
Oh, that'll be interesting, that one, won't it? Again, very close call.
10.
Brilliant effort. Now, Jung might need a 10 here just to salvage a point. I think the magnifying glass will definitely come out again after that second arrow. It's a big arrow, this one. Well, it won't be good enough to get anything, regardless now of what that second arrow was, whether it was a 9 or a 10. It'll be Wu set. And we're level at 3 set points each. Beautifully poised with 2 sets to go, Nikki.
Yeah, a really good match, isn't it? One to the other. So, you know, see who can kind of come out on top, really. Ru's been shooting so well through team matches already. It was really uncharacteristic of her to go off into the 8, but she's come back strongly there with the 30. Her shot time has just seemed to be a bit quicker, particularly that first arrow of that set, and she's got back into her groove.
Yeah, always nice getting a 30 out of 30, the perfect set. So this is the first of the 2 semis.
So after third set, we see both archers are tied with 3 points. Now fourth set will be starting.
So, three set points each. That last set was 30 to 29, so that arrow was upgraded, that second arrow from Jung. So it's going to be Wu Sukiya to go first in the 4th set.
9. X.
Again, good quick shots. Jung tends to take a little bit longer at full draw.
Nine.
Well, that's 3 9s in a row now from Jung. And Wu can win the set here with a 10.
9.
And the door is slightly there for Jung now. Here's a 10 she needs, and if she gets it, the match will be all square with 1 set to play.
9.
Just wide. So 3 9s won't get the job done, and Wu will win the 4th set and go to match point. Jung just not finding that 10 at the moment. That's 4 9s in a row, Nikki. And you look back and you think if she only got 1 in there, it'd make all the difference.
Yeah, she did a lovely group, didn't she? Those first 2 arrows beautifully together, but just a little bit to the left, and losing 2 points against a competitor like this is just too much. So she's got to get herself centered again, back into this. She just looks generally a little bit down, doesn't she, with her body language. There's no smiling or anything. It's very serious. So, you know, she's got to put that behind her now, get back out there, do what she knows she can do.
She still has a chance here, Jung Dasomi, and she must win this 5th set to take the match to a shoot-off. Any other result, it will be Wu Sukiya who will go through to the gold medal match. So 5th and final set now. Jung Dasomi to go first.
9. Sorry, 10. 9.
9. little bit of movement, body sway.
9.
Just dropping low. But you can see the arrow holes in that target. She's just sort of left and right, isn't she? Not really much up and down. That's the first low arrow she's really had.
10.
Wow, that's a great time to score a 10. So we're all square with one arrow left. Jung Dasomi needs a 10 here to really keep alive her hopes of a gold medal match. And she's
9.
astray. So it's a 9. That's 28. So it is on the bow here of Ryu. She will need a 9. And she will be through. And it's just into the 9 zone. It is just there. So it's a shared set. But that will be enough. But only just with that last arrow, Nikki. It was close. 5 more millimeters to the right. And it would have been a shoot-off.
Really was. We saw her shoot 1.8 in that match, but that was probably the widest 9 we've seen her shoot, so maybe a little bit of pressure getting to her. You know, these guys probably know each other quite well and know how good they are, so a bit of pressure on that last shot just to finish up the match.
So there we are. It was a tied set at 28 points each, but that will see the #1 seed, Ryu Soo-jung, go through to win the match by 6 set points to 3, and she will play for a gold medal match in a little while and try and win her 3rd gold medal of these Asian Championships. And Jung Dasomi, well, she'll have to settle for a bronze medal match. But a good contest between these two high quality archers, with Ryu Soo-jung just getting there. So Ryu getting through by 6 set points to 4. Not too far away from the second semi-final between Lim Hae-jin and Oh Ye-jin of Korea. And then we will have the men's semi-finals to come as well.
The next match
So
is
looking
Recurve
forward to
women
these matches here as we
individual semifinal.
enjoy individual recurve archery.
Individual semifinal match will take place. Please welcome the judge and coaches. Second semifinal of Recurve Women Individual. In Recurve Women Individual, Im Hae-jin from Korea and Oh Ye-jin from Korea will compete for this semi-final. Please welcome the archers.
So here come the next 2 Koreans. It is a
The next match is
Korean
Recurve
sweep
Women Individual.
in the semi-finals of the women's individual competition. And here we have the 2nd and 3rd seeds going at it. Lee Hae-jin, the 26-year-old, and the teenager Oh Ye-jin, who's just 18.
In target number 1, we have Im Hae-jin representing Korea. In target number 2, Oh Ye-jin from Korea. Our line judge is Mahmudul Hassan Khan.
Both of these Korean archers already gold medalists in the teams event here and have very similar performances in their earlier matches in the individual competition, with O getting through the 1-8 elimination 6 set points to 4 against Akhtar of Bangladesh, and then beating Riddhi of India in the quarterfinals by 6 set points to 0. And Lim getting through over Nguyet of Vietnam 6-2 in her 1-8 eliminator, and then beating Vedwan of India 6 set points to 0 in the quarterfinals. So here we go. It's going to be O, the 18-year-old, to go first.
8.
And this event is the international debut for both of these Korean archers.
9.
No 10s yet for either of these two.
9.
You can see that nice deep breath just before she takes that shot. Imagine there's some nerves up there on her first appearance on the stage.
There's the first 10 of the semi.
10.
You know, we'll end that set with a 10, so Hae-jin could take this with a 9 or a 10. Anything
9.
gold will do it, and she's done it. So solid 3 arrows from Lim Hae-jin. 3 gold scores, and she's got that one, Nikki, by a point.
Yeah, looking really nice, aren't they? It's quite different styles between the two of them. I think O's got a more sort of quicker, faster, almost sharp movement to her draw. So you see a little bit of variances between these two Korean archers.
Well, these two seemingly very evenly matched. They were fairly similar too in qualifying as well. 677 for Lim, 37 10s, and you guessed it, O also had 37 10s in her qualification, but just pipped her by 4 points. So let's see how the second set goes now, with Lim leading by 2 set points to 0. O to go first.
9. 6. 8.
Looks a bit despondent with that one. Just got to push that reset button, get back to a normal process.
6.
Beautiful group in the first three, just a little bit low, weren't they? She's made that adjustment, really centered the group now.
10.
Well, that 10 comes, but has it come a little too late for Oh Ye-jin? 8 or higher for Lim Ha-jin here to win the second set.
9.
And it isn't a perfect set, but it's good enough. And now Lim Hae-jin in a good position, 4 set points to 0, and the pressure right on the youngster now.
Second set is already completed. We see target number 1.
Coach playing quite an important role
4 point.
in between ends, someone there to talk to, even if it's just to settle you down, make you laugh, something like that, you know, distract you from what's going on really. So
4 points.
both utilising their coaches in their boxes.
Yeah, Lim looking solid. So here is the third set now, and Oh must get something out of this set to prolong the match. If she loses this set, it's all over.
9, maybe 10.
Wow, that's a tough one from first glance, isn't it, to see if that was a 9 or a 10?
X.
Well, there's absolutely no doubt about that one. What a beauty. It's 3 10s from the last 4 arrows for Lim now.
10.
She knew that was going to go left. You saw that front arm trying to push it over. So maybe she was just aiming there, or she felt something in the shot, just tried to rescue it, but not enough.
X.
Well, that's a commanding set there from, oh, could be the perfect set. And she will clinch the set and stay alive in the match. And that 8 having a big impact on Lim closing out the match there. So there's a twist for you. And that's all it takes, doesn't it, Nikki? Just one slight mistake on the shooting line can have a big impact at the other end.
Yeah, especially at this level as well. You know, you kind of know as an archer, as soon as you shot the shot, you get feedback straight away. You know, what did it feel like? Was it your normal? So she would have either just been aiming to that side, or there was something she felt, the balance of the shot, the release of the shot, which she knew that would make it go left. Tried to swing the bow over, and yeah, it's just such tiny margins, but that's the result.
So 4-2. Target number 1 is leading 2 points.
Well, locked in. The score's 29-27, so that first arrow did just miss the 10 line from O, but still good enough for her to get on the board and stay alive, keep alive her hopes of making the gold medal match. So 4th set now. Lim Hae-jin leading by 4 set points to 2.
Nine. 10. 9.
Slightly longer hole, just pushing it up, looking despondent, and the wry smile to the coach.
9, maybe 10.
Well, this must be a 10 now for O. It is. Gives her a slender chance, but it's on the bow here of Lim. A 10 will absolutely secure it. A 9 will be enough as well.
10.
There it is. It's a brilliant way to finish. And Hae-jin has got through to the gold medal match with some superb archery. What a way to finish it. It looks like a perfect set. There was one arrow score there that might have to be examined, but it won't matter to the outcome of the match. There was only really one arrow that she lost control of in that entire match, Lim Hae-jin. She is very, very solid all the way through, and she's going to go through to the gold medal match, winning the semi-final by 6 set points to 2.
Lim Hae-jin is the winner. So Lim Hae-jin will go to the final and will compete for the
29-28 was that set score. In fact, it wasn't a perfect set, but Lim Hae-jin is through, and deservedly so, I think, too, Nikki.
Yeah, really good shooting from her. I mean, it's going to line up a great final, isn't it, for us in the gold medal match. See which two of these fantastic Korean archers can overcome the other.
Yeah, so that's the semi-finals done. So we're going to have Lim Hae-jin up against Wu Sukiya, and that will be after the bronze medal match, which is coming shortly. We're going to see Hae-jin again up against Jung Da-somi. That will come on the schedule in just a couple of moments.
So our next match is Recurve Women Individual Bronze Medal match. The Recurve Women Bronze Medal match will take place now. Please welcome the judge and coaches for the Recurve Women Individual Bronze Medal match. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the archers.
It's time for the bronze medal match in women's individual recurve archery here at the 2021 Asian Championships here, Dhaka, Bangladesh. And this one's going to be a match between Jung Dasomi and Oh Yejin of Korea.
In target number 1, we have Jung Dasomi from Korea. In target number 2, we have Oh Yejin from Korea. Our line judge for this match is Mustafa Ali.
So Jung Dasomi, the 30-year-old, former world number 1, Asian Games gold medalist from 2014. She's on target number 1. Oh Yejin, the 18-year-old, in her first international competition, on target number 2. Jung defeated in her semi-final by Wu Sukiya, 6 set points to 4. And Oh Yejin defeated by 6 set points to 2 by Lim Hae-jun. That's right, it's a Korean sweep into the top 4. So Korea will be 1, 2, 3, but who's going to be the one Korean that won't medal in the individual? Well, this match will decide it as we get it underway, and it's going to be Jung Dasomi to start the first set.
Nine, maybe 10. Ten.
Both on the line, but if you hit the line, you get the highest score.
X.
Beautiful X's.
X.
Oh, superb from Jung Dasomi. And now can Oh Yejin match her to share the set?
10.
Oh, no way. That is superb. Wow, not often you see that in recurve archery, do you? A set being shared at 30 all. Oh, and hard. And in some ways you feel for them, Nikki, getting the perfect score and not winning the set. But you just, again, we're shaking our heads at what these Korean archers can produce.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because Jung sort of started that set. She got a 31st, and then Oh came along and she did the same. So in a way, she has the momentum with that. She has the swing psychologically, because you've gone out there and put down a 30, you kind of expect to walk away with those set points, and when you don't, I guess it's a bit of a hit. So yeah, interesting little bit of psychology of how they might be feeling, but yeah, fantastic shooting from both of them.
Wow, wonderful. And particularly impressive from the 18-year-old who needed a 10 there just to square the set, and she delivered. Beautifully done. So 1 set point each. And if we see quality like that in this set, we're in for a treat. Second set underway.
Nine.
Well, longer hold that time from Jung.
9, maybe.
Tiny little bit of wind just moving her shirt. We haven't had any
10.
conditions really affecting the archers so far at this tournament. Fast shot.
9.
Well, the set can be won by Jung. As she gets a 10.
10.
And she delivers beautifully. So that will lock away the second set for her.
Nine.
Oh, that is so close. Well, in the end, actually going back through my scorecard, of course, that first arrow in the set from O could have been a 10, but now it won't matter, Nikki. Even if it is upgraded, she'll be 1 point behind, 29-28.
Yeah, that's right. Judge just checking it. Still going to get it down on the scoreboard, but like you say, it's not going to make an impact on Jung taking this set.
Now, he's got to be careful with that magnifying glass, because if you get the sun's light refracting off it there, Nikki, I mean, sure, you did this when you were at primary school too. You can kind of set things alight, and you've got to be a bit careful with under the Dhaka sun with the magnifying glass, I would think, sometimes.
It is pretty hot out there today, isn't it? I think the humidity is very, very high as well, but I'm not sure they're going to set it on fire. But these Koreans are set it on fire with these fantastic scores.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to get no argument for anyone on that one. So 29-27 was the confirmed score. So O's first arrow was confirmed as a 9 in that last set. So 3 set points to 1. It's Jung Da-somi leading in this bronze medal women's individual recurve match here at the Asian Archery Championships. Hope you're enjoying it. O to go first in the set.
10.
Long, long hold.
10.
Get to 10 with it. Get 20 seconds to shoot these arrows. If you do go over that time clock and you shoot, you'll lose the highest scoring arrow.
X. 10.
Jung, that's 4 10s in a row. Now, Yijin's score is just not quite correct at the moment. She's on 19. It was a 9 with her first arrow, not a 10.
10.
Oh, no doubt about that. So she'll finish with 29. Jung to win the set with a 10 here.
Nine.
Oh, I think that might just have missed high, Nikki. What do you think?
Yeah, tough one. It's right on the line, isn't it? So again, the judge will have a quick look, but ooh, tough to say. Possibly a 9.
Yeah, I think our gut call is right. So if it is a 9, it will be a tied set. But again, this is where the momentum can swing. Could be 4 set points to 2. Or if that had just snuck in, it would be 5 set points to 1. So big momentum shifter. Those are those arrows that can have huge consequences in the outcome of these matches in the recurve individual competition. Yeah, it looks high, doesn't it? Just by maybe a couple of millimeters. Yeah, 29 apiece it was. It was shared. So 4 set points to 2. Both archers have put each arrow that they've fired, or shot rather, into the gold zone so far. So a high quality match as O goes first in set number 4.
9. 10. 9.
I know, quite expressive. You know, the Koreans often don't show much emotion at all, but sometimes, you know, she's obviously looking sad or despondent. Sometimes the smile. Don't often see that with the Koreans.
10.
Well, Jung is going magnificently in this match.
10.
Well, that's a 10. It's in there. However, here is the bronze medal on the bow of Jung Da-somi. She needs a 9 or a 10, and she's got the bronze medal.
X.
Oh, what a way to finish. A perfect set, the second perfect set of the match. And she has been brilliant all the way through. 12 arrows off her bow, 10 10s and 2 9s. It doesn't get much better than that from Jung Da-somi of Korea. And she will win that last set, 30 points to 28, and deservedly win bronze here at the Asian Championships of 2021. So 6 set points to 2, and that was an outstanding performance from her.
Target number 1, Wu Sukiya.
And appropriate that one was an X, wasn't it, Nikki?
Yeah, it's a really lovely way to finish, wasn't it? You know, her technique's just nice and simple, lovely movements, lovely follow-throughs, and yeah, it's a very deserved win there with, like you say, 10 10s and only 2 9s. Fantastic shooting.
Oh, yes, outstanding. Oh, wasn't too bad either. All 4 arrows went into the gold zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s for her and 6 9s. So pretty decent return from the 18-year-old in her first international competition. So Jung gets the bronze medal, which means in the women's competition we have just the one match to come, and that's the gold medal match between 2 more Koreans, Wu Sukiya and Lim Hae-jin, and that one's coming up very shortly.
Now it's time for Recurve Women Individual Gold Medal match. Please welcome the judge and coaches. The next match is our gold medal match for Recurve Women Individual. Please welcome the archers. The next match is for Recurve Women Individual Gold Medal match. Please welcome the archers.
The Asian Archery Championships in the women's individual recurve is down to the gold medal match. And out come the 2 Koreans who have been superb all the way through this competition. They've won 3 matches each. And here we go with Wu Sukiya up against Lim Hae-jin.
We have Wu Sukiya from Korea. In target number 2, we have Lim Hae-jin from Korea. our line judge is Suadrifat Sanjit. So now it's time
So
for
here we
Recurve
go.
women individual
It
gold
is
medal match.
Ryu, the 26-year-old. Lim, also 26. Both don't have a lot of international experience. Ryu is a former youth world champion from 2011, two-time world youth champion, and had some success at a World Archery University Championships in 2016, but that's about it. And Lim, in her first individual competition in international archery. So these two, we've got the top seed Ryu against the third seed Lim, and it's going to be Ryu to go first in this best of 5-set encounter.
9, maybe 10. 9. 10. 9.
So Wu Sukiya can win the first set here with the 10. Very quick release. And now Lim can share the set if she can find the maximum score. Anything less than that, and Ryu will take the 2 set points.
10.
Well, it just grabbed the 10 zone, but that's good enough. So it's going to be a tied first set in this gold medal match. Ryu getting through her semi-final, beating Jung 6 set points to 4, and Lim 6-2 over Oh in the all-Korean battles.
Oh, let's just keep our eyes on what the judges are going to say down the other end. I've got the first 9 from Ryu starred on my paper here, so whether that gets upgraded, we'll just have to wait and see.
We got in target number 1, we see
Doesn't look like it did.
No, there you go. So it is definitely tied at 28 apiece. Well, that was a very good arrow from Lim to get the 10 with that third arrow to get a point. And again, who knows? In the context of this gold medal match, that could be very, very important. Second set now. Ryu to go first.
9, maybe 10. 10. 6.
Another quick shot. Talking quite a lot of their coach in the gap there as well.
Well, that's 3 10s in a row now for Lim. And now Ryu might need a 10.
9.
Just to salvage something. Well, that's opened the door here for Lim Hajin. A 10 will absolutely make sure of it. Yes, that's a great set there. 30 out of 30. And Lim Hajin has started off spectacularly well here with 4 10s and 2 9s. And she takes a 3-set point to 1 lead.
The archers meticulously checking their arrows. Like I say, there may be some foam or some deposits just getting stuck on the tips where they've gone into the target. Really important that as they're drawing those through their clicker, they're not feeling any little bumps or anything on the end of the arrow. It's quite distracting for an archer.
There is set point is 3 and target number 1 is 1.
Oh, lovely archery from Lim. And she looks up for the challenge, doesn't she? Despite her lack of international experience, she looks very comfortable on the shooting line. So 30 points to 28 was the score in the second set. It's moved to set number 3 now. And the number 1 seed under a touch of pressure here. Ryu to go first.
X.
Pressure. What pressure?
X. X.
Oh, amazing shooting.
Nine.
I love the disappointment of a commentator when there's just a 9.
Exactly. He sounds distraught. Now Ryu can win the set with another 10. Oh, all X's as well. That is absolutely outstanding. Can we give her a bonus point? She deserves one.
10.
And Lim finishes with a 10 too. Well, 30 to 29. Again, absolutely breathtaking quality off the bows from both archers. And Lim gets nothing from that set, Nikki, despite only dropping 1 point.
So heartbreaking, isn't it? When you've shot so well. But, you know, this is the nature of the beast. Got to get out there and do the best you can. But those archers won't be thinking about the outcome. They won't be thinking about what they need to get or want to get or what their opponent's got ideally. You know, they've got to keep their brain on just themselves, their process, what they're doing on the shooting line. That's what's going to get them the 10s that they need.
Well, it sets the rest of this gold medal matchup superbly, doesn't it? That magnificent set of archery from Ryu. So we're all locked up at 3 set points each with 2 sets to play. You wouldn't pick it at the moment. Who's going to come through? Ryu to go first in the 4th set.
9. X. 9.
Just looking back at the coach, where did it go? What's happening?
Well,
Quickly
back
it turns
comes.
around.
It does. Lim has come back with a wet sail here.
9.
And Ryu's radar not quite on song there. And so a huge opportunity here for Lim. 8 or higher. And she will win the 4th set. Oh, yes, another perfect set. That's the 3rd in the match, the 2nd for Lim, and 30 to 27. This is outstanding. Both archers have shot 12 arrows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for Lim, and 5 for Ryu. So Ryu there needs to get her best form back, Nikki, to come back into the match again, and she's very capable of doing it.
Yeah, she really needs to. This is, you know, the 5th and final set, so she's got to get herself, you know, the 2 points to force the shoot off. So a tie will not be enough.
So 5th and final set. What a gold medal match we've had here so far. Ryu, if she can win the set, we'll go to a shoot-off in a lot of ways this match deserves to go to a shoot-off. Let's see if we get there.
9.
That was very close.
You can almost just see her just dropping her bow arm there, and the first 8 we've had, perhaps the pressure really getting to her.
That was a decisive 10. Perfect time for Lim. Wow, Ru can't get it done there, can she? That's a shame for her. 26, her lowest score in a set in the gold medal match. So it is Lim Haejin here with needing just a 7 or higher to win. And she gets a 9, and that'll get the job done. She's the gold medalist, and she wins in her first major international competition. She goes all the way to be the champion. A brilliant effort from Lim Haejin. An outstanding example of composure at the top level of international sport on display there. 15 arrows off her bow, and she had 4, 6, 9, 10 tens, and deserves to win the title. She locks in a score there of 28-26 in that last set and will win the match by 7 set points to 3. I think she'll be letting her hair down tonight, Nikki.
Yeah, it's lovely to see that emotion from her. You know, it obviously means a lot, and yeah, she's enjoyed her first international senior debut for Korea.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Of course, she wins double gold here at these championships as well, having already won the gold in the women's teams competition. So what a return from her in this Asian Archery Championships 2021. Stay with us. We'll have the medal ceremony shortly, and then we'll have the men's semi-finals and medal matches to come.
Congratulations, great win. What does it mean to be Asian champion? What does it mean to be Asian champion?
아시아 선수권 우승이 본인한테 주는 의미는 뭘까요?
첫 국제대회 그 메달이어서 그냥 기쁜 마음과 그동안 고마웠던 사람들에게 보답하는 마음이라고 생각합니다.
It's the first gold medal as an international level for her, so it means a lot to her. So it makes her think about all the people who support her and teach her. So just thank to everybody.
Even though you were shooting against Korean teammates, there seemed to be some nerves out there, and you handled them best. How were you able to do that?
한국 선수들끼리의 대결이었는데 거기에서 어떤 타이트함이나 다른 경쟁이나 감정들이 어땠는지.
같은 한국인끼리라고 하지만 그냥 상대편이 어떤 국가인 거에 상관없이 그냥 저의 최선을 다했기 때문에 딱히 한국인이라는 그런 거는 없었던 것 같아요. 한국인끼리의 짜릿함 이런 건 없었고 그냥 혼자만의 시합이라 생각했던 것 같습니다.
She regards as the game by herself. It doesn't matter who she play against. Just think about by herself.
Okay. Is this a successful debut and gold at the Asian Championships? Given that the selections for next year's Korean team are underway, how much of a confidence boost is this?
이제 한국에서 선발전이 계속 지속되는 걸로 알고 있는데
네.
겨울 지나기 전까지 이번 대회 결과도 그렇고 앞으로 국가대표 최종적으로 선발되기 위해서 어떤 각오, 어떤 준비 마음가짐 가지고 있는 거예요?
이 메달이 저의 이제 제가 성장하기 위한 하나의 발판이라 생각하고 조금 더 열심히 그냥 체력 훈련도 열심히 하고 임시 트레이닝도 열심히 하겠습니다.
So it's gonna be good start for her to motivate herself to be a real national team for Asian Games next year. So she thinks it's a good first step for her.
Your first time wearing the Korean uniform abroad, how does it feel?
처음으로 국가대표 유니폼을 입고 외국 시합에 공식적으로 나왔는데 그거는 느낌이 어떠세요?
너무 짜릿했고 너무 설렜습니다. 제가 한국에 이제 이바지 할 수 있다는 것이 너무 행복했습니다.
So she was so happy to represent the Korea as an archer. That is incredible for her.
감사합니다. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man.
Wow, some great words there from Lim Hae-jin. And yes, I'm sure she is. It does feel incredible not only to win or to wear rather the Korean colours and uniform on the international stage, but to go all the way and win a gold medal as well. So a brilliant effort from her, and of course gold medal from the teams as well. As you can see, the archers now moving into position for the medal ceremony. All 3 medals going to Korea. Lim Hae-jin getting the gold, Wu Sukiya the silver, and Jung Da-somi getting the bronze. Medal ceremony in just a moment.
Now it's time for the presentation ceremony of Recurve Women Individual Match. Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the Recurve Women. Please welcome the medalists. It's time for the presentation ceremony for Recurve Women Individual event. The bronze medal will be presented by Lee Song-lim, spouse of Ambassador of the Republic of Korea. And the bronze medal goes to Jung Da-somi. The medal will be presented by Lee Song-lim, spouse of Ambassador of the Republic of Korea. The silver medal will be presented by Brigadier General Mohammad Mainuddin, Chairman Army Sports Control Board. And the silver medal goes to Wu Sukiya from Korea. The medal will be presented by Brigadier General Mohammad Mainuddin, Chairman Army Sports Control Board. Now the most prestigious gold medal for Recurve Women Individual, and the gold medalist is Im Hae-jin from Korea, and the medal will be presented by His Excellency Lee Jae-kon, Ambassador of the Republic of Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Republic of Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand to the athletes. Thank you very much.
Yes, a wonderful performance there from Lim Hae-jin to win the gold for Korea in these Asian Championships. Congratulations go to Wu Sukiya for winning the silver, and Jung Dasomi the bronze in the women's individual recurve. That leaves just one competition remaining now. It's the men's individual recurve, and we'll have the semi-finals, the bronze medal and gold medal matches coming up very shortly.
Our next match is Recurve men semi-final, Recurve men individual semi-final. First semi-final will take place now. Please welcome the judge and coaches. Our next match is Recurve man individual, first semi-final. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the archers.
It's time for men's individual recurve action here at the 2021 Asian Archery Championships. And out come the two archers for the first semi-final. And this one will feature two Koreans, Lee Se-young of Korea, the #1 seed, up against Wu Sukiya,
number 1. We have
the 4th seed.
Phil Jung from Korea. In target number 2, we have Wu Sukiya from Korea. Line judge for the match is Suadrifat Sanjit.
Well, this should be a terrific contest. Both these archers former world #1s. Wu Sukiya getting there in October 2018. Lee Se-young back in June 2014. Lee is a former Olympic champion in teams archery 2016. Wu Sukiya is a former youth Olympic gold medalist from 2014. Both were teammates at the 2019 World Championships when they won gold, so they know each other very well. So this one should be a terrific match. And it's going to be Lee Se-young to go first.
9.
Wu Sukiya has only dropped the 1 set point to get to the semi-final.
10.
And Lee Se-young 2 set points, both in his quarter-final.
9. 10.
A little bit of an adjustment with that front arm to the right, but straight into the 10.
9.
Well, Lee Se-young just slightly wayward to start this semi-final. So Wu Sukiya can close this out with an 8 or better. And he started with a brilliant set, 30-27. And we have not seen him in the team's competition, so he's just been competing as an individual here. And well, Wu Sukiya has started off with a hiss and a roar here, Nikki.
Yeah, I mean, it's so important to get out there and get on it very quickly. 2 set points have gone straight away, so he's done that. He's come out, shot 30, off you go.
So plenty for that man to think about. Lee Seung-yun, already 2 gold medals in his suitcase heading back to Korea at the end of this championships. Will it be 3? You'd love to think so, but if Lee Wu Sukiya keeps scoring like that, it's going to be very tough. So 30-27, the confirmed score. And it's Lee Wu Sukiya getting the first 2 set points. Set number 2 now.
9, maybe 10.
Lee Wu Sukiya could put a bit of a side anchor. So the string just down the right side of his nose. Just missing those 2 10s, just a little bit out on each.
So Lee Seung-yun can win the set with a 10. And he's done so. Well, the fine margins in this sport on display here, where Lee Wu Sukiya just millimetres away from 2 more 10s in this set, but wasn't to be for him. And we're back on level terms here with a score of 29-27. Well, these two really underlying how strong men's archery is in Korea. Both have pretty decent international records behind them, Nikki, but you take Lee Wu Sukiya here, who was so promising in the early part of his career, winning that gold medal at the Nanjing Youth Olympic Games in 2014, hasn't kicked on to represent his country yet at an Olympic Games, and has only ended up at 2 World Championships, but tough road to the top in Korea.
So hard for these guys to get in that Olympic team. 14, 15 professional pro teams, over 100 professional archers. So making the team just to be here is one of the hardest things.
And that is exactly correct. So here we go, Lee Seung-yun. Seems to be starting to get very comfortable on the shooting line now. After 4 9s to start, he's now backed it up with 3 10s. Here comes Lee Wu Sukiya again.
A little bit of a collapse in that front arm, whether that was kind of intentional. He knew he was going to go left or aiming left, but a little difference in his shot.
9.
And there is a perfect set and another set win there for Lee Seung-yun. And Lee Wu Sukiya not able to replicate what we saw from him at the start of this match. So after leading by 2 set points to 0, Lee Wu Sukiya will now trail 4 set points to 2. And Lee Seung-yun is starting to heat up, isn't he? 5 10s in a row now, Nikki.
Yeah, he's getting better and better, isn't he? 27, 29, 30. So let's see if he can continue. If he can win the next set, he'll take the match. So will that play on his mind, or will he be able to maintain his process and keep his head in the right place?
Well, he'd dearly love to. As I mentioned, he'd love to go home from these championships with 3 gold medals. So 4th set now. in this semi-final. Wu Sukiya, down by 2 set points, is going to go first in this set.
Looking better, nice follow throughs. Nice balance of the shots.
Well, that opens the door slightly here for Lee, a 10, and he can share the set. And there he is. And that was excellent target geometry there. He went to the open side just a tad and nailed it. So 29 apiece. Extraordinary performance again. These archers are able to just absolutely block out what's happening on the other target so superbly. So that will take the score to 5 set points to 3. So Lee Jung is just 1 set point away now from moving through to the gold medal match. But this man here, if he wins the set, will be going to a shoot-off. Fifth and final set now. Wu Sukiya to go first. And everything felt good there.
Slightly longer hold, but good execution.
Big arrow here for Wu Sukiya. A 10, and we're going to a shoot-off. Oh, he's a couple of centimetres away, and now he faces elimination. It is Lee Seung-yun with a 10 to move through to the gold medal match, and he's done it. He delivers superbly under pressure, and that is some performance from Lee Seung-yun, who goes through in quite spectacular fashion. His opponent was outstanding, but just not quite outstanding enough. So the number 1 seed will go through, winning 6 set points to 4, but in a measure of just how close that was, the last 2 sets were shared. So Wu Sukiya was close, but just not quite close enough, Nikki.
Yeah, it's a really good match, wasn't it? Really close, really tight, but yeah, Lee Seung-yun just taking the edge and getting into that gold medal match.
Well, it was a high-quality match. That last 10 was Lee's 9th of the contest, and his opponent got 8. So there was really not much in that at all. But the swagger of Lee Seung-yun on display there as he moves through by 6 set points to 4. And he'll go through to compete for gold, and Wu Sukiya will see him again shortly for the bronze medal match. Semi-final number 2 coming up in just a moment between Han Woo-tak and Phil Jung. Well, out come the two archers now for this match. Second semi-final here at the men's individual recurve at the Asian Archery Championships for 2021. So the two archers are all ready to go, and Han Wu Tak is the 35-year-old on target number 1 in his first international competition. And here's Phil Jung, current world ranking of 127, has been as high as 79. That was back in March of 2020. Former World Archery Youth Champion from 2019 in the teams event. Kim winning his first 2 individual matches 6 set points to 0, taken to 6-4 in his quarterfinal over Sukiya of India. And Han actually needed a shoot-off in one of his matches in the 1-8 elimination against an archer from Kazakhstan. Put it in the X, though, in that shoot-off to get through and then go on and beat Jadav of India in his quarterfinal. So here we go. It's Han versus Kim. Kim to go first.
9.
Just see downrange, a little bit of wind on that target on the flag above. Probably won't be making too much effect for these archers, shooting at 70 metres. That arrow's flying at about 200 feet a second.
10.
So Han with the first 10 of the contest. Phil Jung gets his first 10. But Han Wu Tak here can win first set with a 10. Which he's done so. Nice response to the pressure there from Han Wu Tak. Both of these archers, remember, already gold medalists in the men's teams event here in Bangladesh.
Second semi-final match of recurve and individual.
Well, in qualification too, Nikki, there was just 1 point between them, with Kim seat number 2, 680, and Han 679. Interestingly though, Han 35 10s and Kim only 23. So a bit of a mixed bag from Han there. With when he's on, but maybe when he's not, he's not. Whereas perhaps Kim was a touch more consistent there with a lot more gold scores perhaps than his opponent. But interesting when you look deep into the figures like that, how the number of 10s can be quite different despite the overall score being very close. So here we go, set number 2 now. Han leading by 2 set points to 0. Phil Jung to go first in set number 2.
9. 10. 10.
Just nice, simple techniques. Nothing complicated, nothing complex. Shoulders down, pulling the arrows back. Nice and smoothly.
Well, the set comes down to the last arrow.
Nine.
Han can win it with a 10.
9.
Wow, nothing between these two in that set. And just the 1 point, the difference in the first set. So very, very close. But Han has his nose in front at the moment. He'll lead 3 set points to 1.
Unofficially, both got
The coach there potentially talking about his release, keeping his elbow. Perhaps he pointed to her elbow, moving around. Keep the motion. I think there was a couple of long holds on that set, so
2 is 1.
just making sure they complete that normal shot routine.
Tak from Korea is leading with 2 points.
The winner will face the top seed Lee Seung-yun, another Korean in the gold medal match. The loser will face, you guessed it, another Korean in the bronze medal match, Lee Wu Sukiya. Still plenty of play for here in this men's semi. Set number 3, Kim with the first arrow.
9. 10. 9.
Generally been high with that group.
10.
Oh, Han looking good in this third set.
10.
Oh, Kim coming back nicely, but will it count for anything with Wu Tak needing a 9 or a 10 to take a decisive lead in the match?
9.
And he delivers only just, but it's good enough. And Han Wu Tak is now 5 set points to 1 up. Just shooting more consistently at the moment. 9 arrows. He has 5 10s, and Kim just 3. And there's the difference, Nikki. It's just it's Han's ability in this match on the day to get the arrow into the 10 ring.
Yes.
Yeah, both of them keeping them within the goal, but like you say, just small margins really. You can see sort of the pattern on the target there of where the arrows are grouping over the course of the sets. But Han just coming out as, yeah, more dominant today. Maybe just being able to put them a little bit closer to that X in the centre.
Well, he's close, but not quite there yet. So Phil Jung now needs to win the last 2 sets to send the match to a shoot-off. So a lot of work ahead of Kim if he is going to do that. 4th set.
10. 10.
I would say that was close to the line. 9 starred.
Agree.
9, maybe 10.
On the line, definitely a 10.
10.
Kim Phil Jung, big arrow here, gets the 10. He'll stay alive in the match for sure. Oh yes, that is superb under pressure there. A maximum scored set. Let's see Wu Tak here. Just keep your eye on him. Oh, he's put it dead centre. So all eyes on that first arrow, which we starred. Has it clipped the 10 line? And if it has, the match is over. If it hasn't, we go to a deciding set. So let's see what the deal is at the other end of the range. And it looks like it's over. It looks like it's over. And Hahn's arrow has clipped the 10 line in that first arrow. So both archers finish with 30 in their last, in that fourth set. Superb effort from both of them again. Han Wu Taka's through though with a shared 30 all set. And he wins the match by 6 set points to 2. And what a way to finish it, Nikki. Dead centre.
Yeah, great final shot. He really needed that, obviously, with the line call you weren't sure on as well. But how cruel to shoot your last 30 and lose the match. But, you know, that's how it goes.
It is harsh, isn't it, man? There's no prisoners in this sport, I tell you that. And Kim walked off. He'll be scratching his head going, hang on, I just shot a 30 and I lost. That's just not on. Can I have another arrow, please? No, it's that's how it is. Han's going to go to the gold medal match to play Lee Seung-yun, and we'll see Kim Phil Jung back out in a moment for the bronze medal match against Lee Wu Sukiya. So stay with us. We've got the medal matches coming in just a moment.
Match is Recurve man individual bronze medal match. Recurve man bronze medal match will take place now. Please welcome the archers.
So out come the two archers now for the bronze medal match in the men's individual recurve here at the Asian Archery Championships 2021. And it's Lee Wu Sukiya up against Kim Phil Jung, the two young Koreans.
Wu Sukiya from Korea. In second number 2, we have Kim Phil Jung from Korea.
Our lineup for this match is Himul Akhtar.
So Lee Wu Sukiya, the 24-year-old, Kim Phil Jung, 21, who just shot that 30 out of 30 in the last set of the last match, but wasn't good enough for him to stay alive in that match. He's got to put that behind him and compete for a bronze medal here. Best of 5 set encounter again. Each archer to shoot 3 arrows per set. Kim Phil Jung to go first.
X. Ten. Eight. Eight. Nine, maybe 10.
So Lee can win the set here with the 10.
10.
He's done so. So, interesting second arrow for both archers, only scoring 8s. I thought that last arrow from Phil Jung was definitely in the 9 zone, but it was close to the 10 line. Nicky, don't think it got there though. Just wait and see here. Well, they have got the magnifying glass out. They're about to make me look a fool. Let's have a look. Has it clipped the 10 line? If it has, we're going to have a tied set.
Yes, so
Oh no, it stayed in the 9 zone.
Lee Wu Sukiya
So So it is going to be Wu Sukiya who will win that first set by 1 point, despite shooting an 8 with his second arrow. Good comeback from him, though. Well, it's not how you win the set, Nikki. It's if you win the set. That's really all that matters. So here we go for set number 2 now.
X. 10. 10.
Didn't quite look as nice of a shot, but it made it into the 10 ring.
10.
Well, let's see if Kim can finish with a 10.
10.
Of course he can. Now, Lee, can he get the 10 to square the set?
10.
Oh, that is superb. Absolutely brilliant from both. These archers are just absolutely smoking it out there. It is great stuff. 30 all. Now, I've gone back through the scorecard to date, Nikki, and we've had 2 sets of this bronze medal match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 perfect sets in the 2 semi-finals, and in the 2 sets that we've had in the bronze medal match, all 4 Koreans have got perfect sets since we started the session. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is impressive. Like I say, 70 metres away that target. Look at down range right now, how small it looks. That 10 is the size of a CD, if you can remember them. This is no mean feat.
That's right, and believe me, if you stand on that shooting line for the first time and have a look at that target, it is a daunting prospect. Just even getting the arrow anywhere near it if you've never shot or had a crack at a bow and arrow before, it is a frightening prospect of getting even close to the target. It's not an easy sport.
9. 10.
Well, Lee's now put 5 10s on the target in a row.
10. 10.
Look at the grouping. Look at the holes that are there from the first 2 sets. Incredible.
X.
Well, Kim gets a 10, but again, it might not be enough. As we see Lee try and get back-to-back perfect sets.
9.
Can't do it this time. So he walks back. He'll take a point though. But we've had amazing scoring in these last 2 sets. 30 and 29 to both of them. So 2 shared sets back-to-back. Which means we will have a 4-2 scoreline in favour of that man there, Wu Sukiya. Which means if he wins this 4th set, he'll win the bronze medal. Don't know what happened with that last arrow, just drifted left, Nikki.
Yeah, can't see too much wrong with that really, and you know, it's not really that far out either. So it's just our high expectations.
The height of it was absolutely perfect. It was just the width of it. So Phil Jung still fighting here. Hasn't won a set in the match yet, but he's tied 2 of the 3, so he's been close.
9. 10.
Well, that's 7 10s from his last 8 arrows now for Lee.
10. 6.
Well, this needs to be a 10. The way Lee, his opponent, is going.
9.
Oh, it just drops below. So 28 is his final score. So here is the bronze medal on the bow here of Lee. A 9 or a 10 will do it.
9.
And it's a 9. And it is going to be Lee Wu Sukiya who's got the bronze medal. Scores of 28, 30, 29 and 29 will get the job done for the 24-year-old over his younger opponent, and Lee Wu Sukiya will win the bronze medal. Again, a very accomplished performance by him in his 12 arrows that he scored in that match. 9 10s. 9 from 12. That's a pretty decent ratio, isn't it? So he walks off with the bronze medal and deserves that medal indeed. He will win this match by 6 set points to 2. And didn't get the 10 to finish there, Nikki, but nonetheless, it was a very fine performance.
Yeah, he got to a stage where he didn't even need it, did he? So he was that far ahead. But yeah, amazing shooting from him. And, you know, just keep watching these Koreans, look at their techniques. Their timing's usually impeccable, and, you know, they're just fantastic archers.
Well, that leaves just the one match now, and it's the gold medal match, which will be coming up in just a moment between the 2 Koreans, Han Woo-tak and Lee Seung-yun.
Recurve and individual gold medal. Please welcome the judge and coaches. This is the last match. This is the last match of the day. Please welcome the archer. Recurve and individual gold medal match will take place now. This is the last match of this championship.
So here come the 2 archers, the gold medal contenders rather, in the men's individual recurve here at the Asian Championships of 2021. Out comes the 2 Koreans, Han Woo-tak and Lee Seung-yun.
Recurve and individual gold medal match. In target number 1, we have Lee Seung-yun from Korea. In target number 2, we have Han Woo-tak from Korea. Our line judge for this match is Ghazali Rasuli.
So Han in his first international competition, and Lee is an Olympic gold medalist from 2016 in the teams event. He's a former World Archery individual champion from 2013. He's won 10 titles on the World Cup, including 4 in individual competition. He's won individual gold in Universiades, and he won the gold medal here in this event 4 years ago in 2017. So all the history with this man here, Lee Seung-yun. Can he get the job done and win another title? Let's find out. brilliant first arrow. So Han, all in his, just wonder how much of this match is in his head right now. He hasn't been on a stage like this. Is he able to put his international inexperience behind him, Nikki, against a very classy opponent?
Yeah, I think sometimes, you know, when you haven't got any bad experiences necessarily, that can be an advantage. Just get up there, do your normal thing. So sometimes that helps you, but let's see what you can do.
10.
Well, he started off pretty impressively with back-to-back tens. He won his semi-final over Kim 6 set points to 2.
10.
And Lee Seung-yun beat Lee Wu Sukiya by 6 set points to 4. So 29 points for Lee Seung-yun, which means Han needs to shoot a perfect set to win the set, and he can't quite get there. And this is what you're going to need, really. In these matches, you're going to need 29 or 30, it seems, in every single set, Nikki, to be competitive.
Yeah, at this level, we just saw someone, didn't we, in the second semi-final shoot 30 and lose the match. So you've got to absolutely be on it here.
Absolutely, and go back through the scorecards and of the semi-finals and the bronze medal match. And, well, one set was shared 28 all in the Han Kim semi-final, and Lee Wu Sukiya actually won a set 28-27 in the bronze medal match, but those are the only two that were won by less than a score of 29. So that's pretty impressive. That's 9, 13, 14 sets we've had in total now in this session. So only 2 have been won by a score of less than 29. Extraordinary. Second set now.
X.
And of course, the other fact we should mention is none of these 4 Koreans went to the Olympic Games. None of them.
8, maybe 9.
Which is quite extraordinary. Now that one was loose off Han's bow.
10.
Little movement with that front arm breaking as well, but kept it into the 10. He might have been aiming left and known that he needed to move it across. Good recovery.
So Seung lining up his arrow here for a perfect set. All quick release. That will be good enough though to win the set. Han with a 10. He'll still be one short.
9.
So that's going to go the result of Lee Seung-yun 29-27. When I say none of these archers went to the Olympic Games, should reinforce none of them were actually selected. The Korean selectors went with 3 other archers. And so all of these 4 archers here at these Asian Championships are overlooked for the Olympic Games. That's how extraordinary the depth is in men's and women's archery, because the same thing happened in the women's competition as well. Well, Han paying the price there for that 8 to start off that set, didn't he, Nikki?
Yeah, it's just going to kill you. And he wasn't far out, was he? But there must have been something, a little bit of let off of his normal pressures through the front arm that just pushed it out to the right. So got to put that behind him now and get back in it.
29-27 was the score on the second set. Lee leads by 3 set points to 1 as we start the third set. Han to go first.
X. 9. X. 9.
Oh, here's a big chance for Han to get back on level terms in the match.
7.
Wow, what has happened there? Goodness me, that's really opened the door here for Lee Seung-yun.
10.
And he's taken it. He has taken it, and what a massive impact that 7 has had for Han Woo-tak. He has just gifted a set really there to Lee. Of course, Lee needed to nail that last shot. Nikki, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, clearly something in that process just slipped up with Han, and he knew it as soon as it left. He knew it. There was a reaction. Coach just signalling that release hand again, but you know his reaction coming off the line. Here it is. See a little bit of difference there. Front arm front arm was trying to push over to the right. So again, maybe he kind of knew that was headed to go left, but you know his reaction to it is just come off the line and laugh, and it's kind of the best way to deal with it. I know that seems funny, but you can't worry about it. Just gonna draw a line under it, get on with this next one.
Well, fair play to Lee there. He needed a 10 with that last arrow, and he got it to take the 2 set points. But what a massive swing on one arrow there. And Han now, as we start the 4th set.
9, maybe 10.
I think I'll give that one a 9 star. He needs to win the set. Stay alive in the match.
9. 10.
It's a great comeback, isn't it? After a 7 to come back and put 2 10s in again just shows his strength.
X.
Well, Lee's got a knack of hitting 10s at just the right time. Han might need another 10 here. Yes. Could be 30 out of 30 for him and might keep him alive in this match. Well, Lee can share the set. If we get a look at that first arrow from Han, I think it might have just grabbed the line. Nikki, what do you think?
Yeah, I was tempted to think it was just catching the line, but it's critical. You know, if they do have to share the points, then it's going to go to Lee.
That's right. The match is over. So, well, that arrow, the magnifying glass didn't even come out, Nikki. So your eyes are better than mine. Han looks like he's got a perfect set at just the right time, which is pretty impressive given he scored a 7 in the previous set. So 30-29 was the score, and Han is still going in this match. 5 set points to 3. We're down to the last set. Han needs to do exactly the same thing again. We've just seen.
10.
Is he coming good near the tail of this match?
9.
Oh, yes. There could be the slip up. Let's not speak too early, though.
9.
Oh, just dropping it low. Not taking the opportunity. Had to put the pressure back on him.
10.
So Lee Seung-yun comes back with another 10. We're locked up, 19 apiece. 1 arrow to come.
9.
Oh no, for Han it's not a 10, and this means it's a big chance here for Lee, a 9 or a 10, and he's got the gold medal.
10.
And he wins with a 10. Lee Seung-yun is the gold medal winner in the men's individual recurve here at the Asian Archery Championships. He wins 3 gold medals in the 2021 edition, going alongside the teams and the mixed teams. Fantastic performance by Lee, another international title for him in his very good career. Remember, he was an Olympic champion from the Rio Games in the teams competition 2016. And here he is winning again. And very solid performance from him.
Congratulations, Archer.
And the #1 seed gets the gold. Great that he finished in style with a 10. And he is some archer. And he wins it by 7 set points to 3. Just that little bit classy, you think, Nikki, today?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's got that experience behind him, hasn't he? Back in Rio, taking that team gold medal match. I guess in relation to something like that, this is relatively low pressure perhaps for him, but he had to come out and shoot well. We know the standard's been that really to win a set, they've got to be looking at 29, so the pressure was on there. You know, he faltered a little bit in the 4th, but came back strong in the 5th to take that set.
Yeah, wonderful performance from him. So 3 gold medals to him in these games. Magnificent performance. Silver goes to Han Wu-tak and bronze to Lee Wu Sukiya.
This is the first time Bangladesh is hosting
Fantastic
Championship, Archery Asian Championship.
result for Korean archery on the international stage.
Long time since we saw you in a Korean uniform.
We'll be hearing from Lee in just a moment before the medal ceremony. Lee will be talking to World Archery's Chris Wells in just a moment.
Long time since we've seen you in a Korean uniform.
And 179 archers, officials, team who participated and they were in the championship from 13 to 19 of November.
아, 이게 오랜만인가 생각. 한 1년 정도 대표팀 나갔다가 다시 들어와서 뭐 어떻게 경기하는지 경기력이 좀 떨어졌는 줄 알았는데 생각보다 아직 감이 남아 있어서 이렇게 3관왕까지 가능했던 것 같고요. 오랜만에 시합이라서 많이 어설펐던 점도 있지만 그래도 성적이 잘 나와서 기분은 좋습니다.
So he just out of the Korean national team for about a year. So he's just really worried about his mood, kind of lost his mood, but he felt like he got his mood back. So that made him win 3 gold today. So he's really happy.
It looked like he was having fun out there in the final field with his teammates.
좀 게임을 좀 즐긴다는 인상을 받았대요. 이렇게 막 긴장한다기보다는 그거에 대해서 어떻게 생각하세요?
아무래도 다른 국가랑 상대하는 게 아니라서 긴장도 상대적으로 덜했고요. 누가 이겨도 저희 팀이 승자니까 즐긴다는 식으로 평소에 저희끼리 게임한다는 식으로 생각하고 쐈습니다.
It wasn't that really nervous for him because it's between Korean archers. So it mostly felt like the national training camp that they just compete each other as a training. He felt like that way, so he was kind of happy and no nervous at all.
What did he think when his opponent shot a 7? When his opponent shot a 7, his opponent shot a 7. What was he thinking when he saw the 7? He had a laugh about it. He shot a 7. His opponent shot a 7.
한국 선수가 7점 쐈을 때 그때 어떤 생각이 들었었는지.
처음에 너무 긴장을 안 해서 실수를 하나 이런 생각을 좀 했어요. 봐주나 싶기도 하고.
Just he felt like he just gave it to him or what. He had no idea about it because also he didn't have to be nervous, so he was surprised at it.
Okay, and a lot of Korean people came out to the stands today to support you here in Bangladesh. Do you have a message for your Korean fans?
여기 또 의외로 방글라데시 한국 교민분들이 많이 와서 응원해 주셨는데 교민 여러분께 한마디 부탁드립니다.
항상 시합 올 때마다 도움 주시는 분들이 한인분들이시고 또 응원도 많이 해주시고 저희 경기력에 많이 도움이 되는 것 같아요. 항상 한인분들 고맙고 양궁 끝까지 사랑해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
So whenever he go abroad for tournament, somehow the Korean community came over to the stadium and support them. So it is really appreciated. He thanks to everybody. That make him focus more on the game. So thank you for everyone who comes out here.
Cool.
and support.
Thank you very much and congratulations.
Yes, congratulations to Lee Seung-yun, the winner of the gold medal in the men's individual recurve archery here at the Asian Archery Championships. In what was some very good archery, high quality archery amongst all the 4 Koreans that competed for the medals here in this men's individual competition. So just one matter of business to take care of, and that is the medal ceremony. Just remind you that the women's individual competition was held earlier, and that was won by Lim of Korea, with Ryo getting the silver medal, Lim Hae-jin getting the gold, Ryo Soo-jung the silver, and it was congratulations to Jung Da-somi who got the bronze in the medal. Just some final thoughts before the medal ceremony from you, Nikki. I mean, it's the Korean kind of juggernaut just rolling on, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, just the quality, the depth that they have. We know that's from their system, and it's unlike anything else in the world. But you know, other countries need to come back in stronger and different ways. You know, we can't replicate what the Koreans do. There's just so many of them going through their national system and creating these fabulous archers. But yeah, we've got to find some other ways to try and get in there and win some matches too.
Well, that's it. It's nothing easy about getting to the top, is there? There's no shortcuts to the victory podium on any sport. It's just hard work and belief, all those factors which come into play when you want to succeed at the top level of any sport. So we're standing by now for the medal ceremony of the men's individual recurve. Yeah, it looks like the 3 Koreans are ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the Recurve man event. Please welcome the archers, the medalist for Recurve man individual event. The bronze medal will be presented by Dr. Shoaib Riaz Alom, Additional DIG Bangladesh Police, and the bronze medal goes to Lee Wu Suk from Republic of Korea. It will be presented by Dr. Shoaib Riaz, Additional DIG Bangladesh Police. And the silver medal representing Republic of Korea, Han Wo-tak. The silver medal will be presented by Habibur Rahman, Deputy Inspector General, Bangladesh Police, Dhaka. And now the most prestigious, the gold medal for Recurve man individual. The Recurve man individual gold medal goes to Lee Seung-yun from Republic of Korea. And the medal will be presented by His Excellency Lee Jae-hyun, Ambassador of the Republic of Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Republic of Korea. Thank you. Please give a big hand to the medalist. And that is the end of our today's victory ceremony.
Well done to the medalists here in the men's individual. All three Koreans outstanding on the day. Lee Seung-young getting the gold, Han Woo-tak the silver, and Lee Woo Seok the bronze medal. So wonderful performance from all three. And that concludes our coverage here from the 22nd Asian Archery Championships from Dhaka, Bangladesh. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage. On behalf of Nikki Hunt and the rest of the team, thank you for watching, and we look forward to providing you with more stellar archery coverage coming up very soon.